Hello again everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express with me, Classic Gamer. Moving forward from where we left off before, we're now talking to this guy in this room. Yeah, I'm not going to go on for 45 minutes in this one.
I won't find anything else in there.
I'm going to simply just go on for a short amount of time. This is because I don't think it's wise doing that on this particular game, because it's not very actiony. You know, it's probably going to be a lot of talking for a video. So I'd say 20 minutes or so. So without further ado, let's get right into this.
I would like to take your fingerprints.
What is that you say? I protest. I have nothing to do with this crime.
Everyone must be fingerprinted.
Refuse? No, of course not. Let's get it over with.
I don't think he's in the mood for...
Alright, we can't talk to that guy.
I can't see any... Do you have a plan to the Athens-Paris coach?
Si, señorita.
Which rooms are occupied in this car?
The Greek doctor is the only passenger. He is in room 13. I have taken room 15 there to sleep in, and room 16 for my equipment. I hope it is alright. Pierre Michel is using room 11, the chef de cuisine is in 9, Lucien the waiter is in 1-2, the engineer is resting in 10 when not attending to the boiler, the fireman rests in 3-4.
What equipment?
I am a ham radio operator. Usually I carry the equipment in the baggage car. There is no time to use it when I'm on duty. And anyway, no power. But when we were stopped so suddenly, I thought to check it and found my telegraph key destroyed. I don't understand it. It was packed carefully. I brought the rest here to my room to keep it safe.
Did anyone pass between this car and the Calais coach last night?
Only Pierre. He came through and we talked for a few minutes about the snow and what it will do to the schedule.
When was this?
Sometime after 1 a.m. A few minutes only. We talked for 10 minutes or so. Then Michel fancied he heard a bell. He opened the doors between the two coaches and we both heard it plainly. A bell, ringing repeatedly. Michel ran to answer it.
You boarded the train in Belgrade?
Si, señorita.
Why were you so late? Your passenger must have boarded by himself, and you yourself almost missed the train.
But this is not so. I was preparing my car as it was being attached. I myself welcomed the Greek doctor and showed him to compartment 13.
I would like to fingerprint you.
I, señorita?
Everyone.
Oh, then si. I will submit.
Right, time to get some more fingerprints.
That will be all. I found this button from your tunic in the American lady's compartment.
I have lost no button, mademoiselle. There must be some mistake.
Then perhaps it was dropped by the man she said was in her room.
There was no one there. The lady must have imagined it.
I need to ask you some questions about Monsieur Ratchet's death.
But of course, Mademoiselle Marceau, I will do anything I can to help.
When was the body discovered?
The valet of Monsieur Rachet, he tapped several times at the door this morning. There was no answer. Then, half an hour ago, Lucien, the waiter, came. He wanted to know if Monsieur was taking déjeuner. It was 11 o'clock, you comprehend.
Continue.
I opened the door for him with my pass key. But there is a chain, too, and that is fastened. There is no answer, and it is very still in there, and so cold. The window open, I borrow the engineer's hammer, and break the chain and go in. Monsieur Rachet was Oh, it was terrible. The chain was fastened. It must have been suicide?
I'm sorry, Michelle. A person does not commit suicide by stabbing himself 12 times.
No, I suppose not.
Did anyone call for you last night after we spoke?
Yes, I made up the bed of the young American gentleman, Mr. Rachet's secretary.
At what time?
It must have been about a half hour later.
1:45.
About that, yes. The English colonel from number 15 was with him. The colonel went back to his own compartment as I prepared the American gentleman's bed.
Did you see anyone moving about last night after we spoke?
The English colonel returned to his compartment. No one after that.
Did you leave the car at any time last night after Belgrade?
Well, I did go back to talk to Matteo, the attendant in the Athens-Paris car.
When was that?
Not long after 1.
How long were you gone?
A few minutes only. One of my bells rang. You remember, it was the American lady. She had rung several times.
I would like to take your fingerprints.
Of course, mademoiselle.
Right.
I hope the investigation will be concluded successfully and soon.
I'll put this into my scrapbook so I can take a closer look at it later. Nothing else.
Right, let's have a look to see what exactly what tasks I've got to do. Collect all fingerprints from fine clouds of vinegar. So we've got 2 more things to do and then we're pretty much done. So I've just got to get all the fingerprints now. You know what I might do? I might actually speed this along a bit, guys.
I'm sorry. I don't think I'm quite done yet.
So what I'll do, I'll speed it along, but I'll show you it being spread along with clever editing. So when I come back to you, we will be at the point that we need to be, which is all fingerprints taken. And hopefully, we'll be able to move on to getting the vinegar and the olive oil for the chef. So yeah, I'll see you in a few.
I regret to tell you that I must take your fingerprints.
Dear me. With typewriting ribbon? Have you something I may clean my hands with afterwards?
I have some paper napkins.
Thank you, mademoiselle. Those should suit admirably.
Thank you very much, Princess. The body was thoroughly searched. No need to disturb it now. Before I go, there was something else. I would like to fingerprint you, if you must. Thank you, Mademoiselle Schmidt. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm quite done yet. I would like to take your fingerprints.
Would you really? Say, that's swell. I mean, of course you can.
Merci, Monsieur McQueen. A good idea, but I've come up empty.
I can't make heads or tails of the thing.
Before I go, there was something else. I'd like to take your fingerprints.
That's a rather messy procedure, isn't it? Do you have something I might wipe my hands on afterwards?
Yes, I do.
Napkins? A wet cloth was beyond your capabilities? Well, I suppose they will have to do.
Thank you. Au revoir, monsieur.
See here, what do you think you're playing at?
I will take your fingerprints now.
Will you, by Jove? Well, get on with it then.
Thank you, Colonel. Something has occurred to me since I left you. I would like to take your fingerprints.
Of course, of course. Anything to help.
Thank you. That will do for now, Monsieur Foscarelli. You did not expect to see me again so soon, did you? I would like to take your fingerprints.
I see. Very well then.
That will be all.
Have you enjoyed rummaging around in my room?
I would like to fingerprint you.
What do you have there? A typewriter ribbon? You're gonna smear ink from that on my fingers?
That was my intention.
And how do you plan to clean that mess off afterwards?
I have something to clean your hands with.
Cocktail napkins? Good gracious, sweetie. What kind of fleabag investigation are you conducting here anyway?
I appreciate your cooperation. That will do for now, Madame Hubbard.
It seems that each fingerprint, just pausing the video very slightly, pausing the speed up very slightly now, that they're the same bloody footprints, same bloody fingerprints. Anyway, continuing on, I will join you in a few minutes.
You did not expect to see me again. I'd like to take your fingerprints.
Whatever you need to do, I will be happy to cooperate.
Au revoir, Monsieur le Comte. I'd like to talk to you again, if you don't mind. May I take your fingerprints? Yes. That will do for now, Countess. Hello, I'm afraid I'm back again. I'd like to take your fingerprints.
How very enterprising of you. How do we proceed?
I have some typewriter ribbon.
Splendid. This is all rather exciting.
Thank you, Mademoiselle Debenham. Monsieur Klaus.
Yeah.
Intolerable.
Alright guys, I'm back. So yeah, because I sped that up, probably will go on for a little, about 5 minutes more or so. Not too much, not hugely long, but enough.
that isn't such a good idea. I won't do that.
Oh, I got a secured key.
Key fit perfectly. Well, what do we have here? Well, what? It's locked fast.
Oh my god. Right, I need to figure out how to get the vinegar out of the thing. I have no idea.
What is this? A second passkey? So, the mystery of how a murderer may pass through the locked doors, it is now explained.
Something is wrong.
Okay, very quickly, let me have a look. What do I use? Ah, itchy ear, sorry. Oh, I've got to go back outside again and do some more exploring. No, I don't want to go in the door. Apparently, according to what I've heard, or what I understand, on one of the trees in the woods, there's like a spout or a something Pardon me. Pardon me. I can use.
You presume...
This looks like a...
There's another one according to what I've sort of understood.
Nothing of interest. An antique step.
No, the snow. It is...
The view from here is breathtaking.
Mademoiselle, observe, if you will, the 400-foot precipice you are about to step over. Reconsider, s'il vous plaît.
Aha! Right, back to the train.
The spout fits perfectly. The valve prevents it from pouring until turned. This spout fits just as well as the first.
Yes, so it does.
I filled the tumbler with vinegar. I filled the tumbler with olive oil.
Can I do it again?
I don't need any more.
Nope. I don't need any.
I have the olive oil and vinegar you need for tonight's meal.
Let me see them. Yeah, this olive oil is fresh enough and of sufficient quality. The quality of this vinegar will have to do, but there is not nearly enough. Tell me at once where you found it.
In the baggage car.
There must be far more vinegar for the authentic elderfeld salad. I will get it myself.
That will do nicely. I'd better close this. I wouldn't like to waste fuel. Loaves of bread. They smell lovely. Such a cramped kitchen. I can't imagine how Klaus puts up with it. An empty bottle of olive oil, and one that looks like it contained vinegar. Such a cramp. I believe they are sacks of flour, good for thickening sauces. And judging by last night's sauce, Klaus will get through both sacks before the trip is through.
Right. What I need to do. Well, I think I need to talk to Mr. Poirot now. I think we're pretty much. Oh no, next one.
Monsieur Poirot. And that is everything I have discovered so far.
We progress, mademoiselle. Now, let us see what we can learn.
Alright guys, I'm going to do this next bit, and then I'm going to call this a video. So we'll move on to the next part in the next video. Can I save the game here? No. Okay, right, let's do this.
The timetable is very complete now.
Oh, yes, it is essential to the understanding of the crime. Study it carefully.
We have many alibis we can use to eliminate suspects.
Yes, too many. Compare them all. Look for discrepancies. We must be certain that they do not leak the water.
I believe I have collected all the passports.
Très bien, mademoiselle. You have done well.
I think I have secured all the fingerprints.
Unfortunately, I do not think so, mademoiselle. So please to make certain next time.
Madame Hubbard heard a woman in Monsieur Ratchet's room.
Wait, and about the time you heard the noise and saw the woman in the scarlet kimono. So, does a woman speak to Monsieur Ratchet, murder him, drop a handkerchief with the letter H, then scurry off down the corridor in a scarlet kimono? Or does Madame Hubbard hallucinate a woman's voice as well as the man in her room?
The valet masterman says Ratchet took less than his normal sleeping draft.
So, instead of a comatose Ratchet who would not struggle when the knife began its work, we have a Ratchet who might cry out.
But after the cry, I heard Ratchet tell Michelle that there was nothing wrong. Monsieur McQueen saw the woman in the scarlet kimono.
But not enough to identify her. And he says he saw Michelle coming from the direction of the salon car, or at least someone in an attendant's uniform.
Colonel Arbuthnot saw the attendant and thinks he caught the scent of a woman.
Ah, the scent of a woman. You have found a romantic streak I would not have suspected one so stolid to possess.
Hildegard Schmidt saw an attendant leaving a compartment.
Oui, one of the middle rooms. Either Ratchet's or Madame Hubbard's. And his description? No, it is not Pierre Michel, this small dark man with a moustache who speaks in the high voice.
No, but he matches the description Ratchet gave Hartman of his enemy. Both Madame Hubbard and Mademoiselle Olsen confirm the connecting door was locked.
An attendant's passkey opens even connecting doors, I think, so I am not so baffled by that locked door.
Colonel Arbuthnot saw Monsieur Hartman watching the corridor from his room.
Monsieur Hartman's door opens to the right, so unfortunately he could see little of the corridor, but he would have seen if anyone entered the Calais coach from the Athens-Paris coach.
Hartman's actions were very suspicious.
And the key he discovers in Michel's clothing that opens the door to the security room in the baggage car is suspicious as well.
McQueen is the son of the district attorney involved in the Armstrong case.
Pardon, district attorney? What is that?
Some sort of police official, I believe. Princess Dragomirov was Sonia Armstrong's godmother.
Oui, it is coincidence, or something more. Merci, mademoiselle. Unfortunately, the report it is not yet complete. We are now armed with much more additional knowledge than the first time you made the interrogations of our fellow passengers. So please speak with them again. Ask the questions subtle or intended to incite, but we must learn more. Also, the Calais coach has become very still. I think most of them are occupied elsewhere. I would suggest taking this opportunity to make any searches of the belongings you were unable to do earlier. And do not forget the baggage car or the Athens-Paris coach.
I can't do that now. I'd surely be seen. I wouldn't like to...
Alright, well it seems I haven't completely done what I need to do, which is bloody annoying.
I've already... I won't...
Right. Ah, I know what I haven't got. The engineer.
I would like to fingerprint you.
مجبور son.
I still need to ask you some questions about last night.
At your service, dear young lady. But I know nothing.
Alright, well,
Good day.
we'll do that next time, guys. So thank you very much for watching, as always, and I'll see you next time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye for now.